In this lecture, I'm going to teach you about the radioactive. Now, I'm going to teach you about the radioactive discoveries and history. Now here, first of all, now I've used a word radioactive. Now here word radio and active have different meanings. I've separated them with a hyphen. Now here word radio is denoted for the radiations. Radiations are those waves which travels with the speed of light or with the velocity of speed of light. Now here the word active shows us the energy level, like here high energetic particles are used, or we can say that combinedly they states that here highly energetic radiation would be occur. Now the discovery of radioactive elements was first done by French scientists and then a couple. First of all, French scientist's name was Becquerel. His full name was Anthony Henry Becquerel. He worked on a element or compound called pitch gland. Now here word pitch gland is given to the compound uranium oxide U3O2. Secondly, after that, espoused Marie Curie and Perry Curie. They also worked on the same element or same compound, but they worked in an isolated system. And as Becquerel only took uranium oxide, but these spouse or couple just used polonium and thorium to just gain the pitch gland. Now, first let's discuss the discovery of Henry Becquerel. First, he found the radioactive accidentally. Like he was not supposed to found that during an experiment on pitch gland. He found out that when the pitch gland is covered with photographic plate are those plates in which zinc sulfide covering is used, or in photographic plate there is also silver used. So here he used a photographic plate which composed of zinc sulfide covering. Overnight, when he was doing experiment, he just covers the uranium oxide with photographic plate, and when he came a day after that, in the morning when he just reached the lab, he found that photographic plates have some spots like this. Now he was confused that why there are spots like this. So he repeated the same process for maximum 2 to 3 days, and every day the result was same. So he states that these kind of radiation or spots are because of the radioactivity. Now here he states that when an atom uranium is covered with a zinc sulfide sheet, there is an radiation continuously coming out from uranium oxide. Now when it is covered, so that radiation affects the zinc sulfide sheet, and as we know, when zinc sulfide sheet is covered, the atoms between them, when they are damaged, they produces a fluorescence. Now he states that fluorescence is called the radioactivity of that atom. Now let's talk about the properties. Now the radiation that comes out from the uranium oxide, he states those radiation as Becquerel rays, or normally we call it as radioactive rays. First of all, radioactive rays are not affected by either heating, hammering, compressing, cooling, or any kind of external forces. It is not affected by that. It has high penetration because it travels with the speed of light. As I told you that the radiation is those particles moving in speed of light. So these radiation are also in speed of light and has high penetration because of no mass. no mass. This was the discovery of the Henry Becquerel. Next, the uranium oxide was discovered or identified by Marie Curie and Pierre Curie's spouse. These were a couple. So they worked on the pitch gland in isolated system. They didn't work on the pitch gland directly. They gained pitch gland from the polonium and thorium atoms. Now how? When they heated the uranium oxide, they found out that the polonium and thorium are being gained. Plus, there are some alpha rays also being extracted. Again, they also found out that there are some radiations coming out, and those radiations are the radioactive radiations or rays. Now here they call the uranium oxide as the parent nuclei and thorium and polonium as the daughter nuclei. Now they also identified that the ratio of the uranium oxide is just like the 3 and 2. Now this is also ratio of helium. So they just identified that the ratio of the uranium oxide is same as the ratio of the helium. And this is all about today's lecture. Thank you for watching.